Though everyone's motivations for investing are different, achieving financial freedom is the main driving force behind them all. And depending on none other than Elon Musk himself to help you become independent and ultimately become your own boss is the best way to do so. The man who will transform transportation in its current form. We can follow our dreams and follow our passions, whether that means unwinding with a bottle of wine and dinner as the sun sets or just doing what we love. In this video, I'll discuss why investing in Tesla stock could be an excellent approach to reach your early retirement objective. But hit that subscribe and like button before we head there. Why then purchase Tesla stock? I am a Tesla bull, to put it simply, and I have most of my money invested in Tesla. In my vision, Tesla will be as commonplace as companies like Apple, Netflix, or Amazon, but on a much larger scale. Tesla is a firm that is appending several of the biggest industries, including robotics, life-saving technology, utilities, energy, and artificial intelligence, as well as the auto industry. I'm sure Tesla will overtake all other companies as the biggest in the world very soon. Projections indicate that, in the best case scenario, Tesla's market capitalization will be at least $4 trillion by 2030. The most optimistic estimate for Tesla's share price is over $10 trillion, which may sound absurd, but the worst case scenario is $4,100. Regarding price targets, the pessimistic prediction is $4,100 for Tesla stock in 2030, while the optimistic prognosis is $11,700. The majority of estimates will be in the middle. With a greater buffer, the goal price of $6,900 is in line with the bear scenario. In summary, attaining financial independence and retiring early are the main goals of the FIRE movement. Financial independence, retire early. This entails reinvesting the remaining funds from your stock portfolio after using them for essentials. Put otherwise, you shouldn't count on this investment to pay off. Investing in solid growth companies will yield capital gains that outweigh dividend payouts. As your savings account balance rises, you can use the earnings from stock sales to cover your daily costs. If you invest $400,000 and it grows at 8% annually, you will have about $2 million available at the end of 30 years if you take out what you need monthly at a rate of $2,800 from the invested amount. Your $100,000 initial investment will have increased to $210,000 after 30 years. And further $3,500 in withdrawals can be made each month. It's crucial to remember, though, that depleting all of your funds in just 18 years could bankrupt you. The goal is to identify the ideal point. To be safe, it is better to have a large buffer in calculations. I added 40% to account for the cost of living, because it differs by country because my readership is mostly international. We would like to live a wonderful life and not have to eat instant ramen noodles every day unless that's what really makes you happy, which is why we're asking for 40% more. Your expenses will naturally go down the moment you retire. When you retire, your cost of living goes down since you don't have to go out as much or spend as much money on entertainment and socializing. You also avoid paying income tax when you are unemployed, though even this is debatable. Tesla is a software and hardware company that is growing quickly. By the time Tesla reaches full maturity, its growth rate, which is currently between 40% and 60% yearly, should mirror Apple's, which is around 20%. This is still a really high percentage, even at 20%. To make sure that Tesla's rate of decrease is less than the S&P 500, I'm utilizing extraordinarily high levels of margin of safety as a benchmark. The average retirement estimate is only good for the next 15 years. If you're fortunate, you might live to be 65 years old when you retire and then die in your 80s. From my perspective, that is just absurd. I'm extending it by 30 years. Because life is short, retire early and make the most of your days. I'll happily give you guys the math and the bonus at the end, since here is where most of my readers are. The cost of living in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia is relatively constant, regardless of your location. In order to live a lavish lifestyle, you will need to have $375,000. Purchasing $375,000 worth of Tesla stock will yield 8% yearly returns. Keep in mind that all of the prices discussed here will be in US dollars. we will spend about $1,951 a month on basics. As I mentioned earlier, I added an additional 40% so that we could live comfortably. If you invest $375,000 and withdraw $2,731 every month for the following 30 years, at the end of the 30 years, you will have $30,726. So, why do I personally believe that Tesla stock will help us get there? It can be encapsulated in a few phrases, in my opinion. In summary, Tesla has made a name for itself in the auto business thanks to its groundbreaking discoveries and advancements. Moreover, investing in one of its electric cars is a lifestyle decision as much as a means of transportation. Recent months have seen a spike in sales of electric vehicles, partly due to declining gas prices. According to statistics, in the first 9 months of 2022, sales of light vehicles, including plug-in hybrids, accounted for 3.39% of all vehicle sales. The interesting thing is that Tesla has a distinct competitive advantage over its competitors thanks to the success of its Model 3 and Model Y, which together account for 53.2% of the EV market share. The 35 PHEV on this list are among the 93 other vehicles that make up the other 46.8%, according to data by the Electric Vehicle Council. Tesla has an astounding 64% of the market. Notable is also the fact that Tesla is the market leader in the US for luxury cars as well as electric vehicles. With 114,000 vehicles shipped in the third quarter of 2022, Tesla accomplished a 47% year-over-year growth in vehicle deliveries, according to data from the Automotive News Research and Data Center. With 112,050 units sold, BMW ranked second in the premium category. This helped premium brand sales as a whole reach 539,807 units in Q3 2022, a 7.1% increase. BMW North America's chief sales officer, Sean Bugby, credited their performance to having home field advantage and voiced hope that their inventory situation will improve in Q4. With an astounding 275% brand growth and an estimated valuation of $42 billion in just 1 year, Tesla has outperformed its rivals in the automotive sector, according to Cantor Brand's Most Valuable Global Brands 2021 report. The brand value of Elon Musk's company increased from $11.35 billion in 2020 to $42.6 billion in 2021, a more than threefold increase. In the meantime, brand values for Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi increased by 21%, 22%, and 21%, respectively. Tesla leads the electric vehicle market in the US, a country with fierce competition in the automotive sector. Due to a number of characteristics, including its emphasis on customer happiness, remarkable production capabilities, effective battery supply chain, and extensive supercharger network, Tesla is at the forefront of the automotive industry. But what really sets Tesla apart from its rivals is its unwavering quest for groundbreaking innovation. As per Gridby's observations, Tesla presently possesses 3,304 patents globally, of which 2,147 are still in active status. Numerous nations, including the US, Europe, China, Japan, and Australia, have received these patent applications. Tesla filed for a new patent in 2021 that would allow them to extract lithium from ore using table salt, thus cutting the price of lithium by 33%. Just one of many creative solutions that Tesla has unveiled recently, this one demonstrates the company's dedication to growing the electric vehicle industry. To put it briefly, the answer to the issue of whether it is feasible to finance a retirement entirely with Tesla shares in the present day is a qualified yes. How long do you believe the Tesla stock will last, in your opinion? Not only will Tesla survive, but it will also grow. Every activity involves some risk. The goal is to minimize that risk as much as possible. There is extremely little chance that Tesla's value will drop to zero. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this video. In the upcoming video, I'll see you.